A simple question. How much time does your child get to eat their lunch at school?
Well, we posed that question to parents on Facebook, and really the response was overwhelming. Some of you answered as few as 5 minutes, 20 minutes less than what a new study suggests. And the lead author of that study tells me the shorter the lunchtime, the less healthy kids are eating. So I asked local district leaders what they're doing to make lunchtime a priority. A few years ago, at schools all across the country, students were at a crossroads come lunchtime.
You guys might have to settle for peanut butter because I don't know what I did with my Nutella, kiddo.
Should they choose nachos or pizza? Nowadays, the nutrition standards might be healthier.
Let me cut up the banana first, please.
But a new study finds they aren't eating better because they don't have time to.
Sometimes if she's really hungry, we'll do a full PB&J.
Mom Gayla Maldonado makes a snack for her daughter every day, who's a kindergartner at Beckman Creek Primary in Wilsonville.
I think one time was an answer of I wasn't that hungry or I didn't like it. Any other time that I've asked why she hasn't finished, it's because I had 5 minutes, Mom, or I needed to hurry. Lunchtime was over.
You go for the stuff that tastes good as opposed to the stuff that's good for you.
We recently aired a story about the study that analyzed school lunch times. And it hit a nerve with parents online. Stacy's son never has enough time. Eric says the lunch period is 10 minutes to wolf food down, and Terry's kids won't stand in the lines that are so long.
The fact that so many kids are not getting an opportunity to eat that full meal, I think is a real shame.
On Skype, lead author Dr. Juliana Cohen and I talked about the year-long project. In 2011, she researched 1,000 students from 6 low-income urban school districts in Massachusetts. Is there an ideal number that you found that you would recommend that these districts strive for?
Well, we found that typically when students had at least 25 minutes of seated time, that led to increases in overall consumptions, including in the vegetables, milk, and their entree.
I checked with 7 local districts and found out lunch is usually combined with recess and on average is 35 minutes long. There are no state or federal standards on how long it should be.
Sandwich.
In North Clackamas,
Chips, chocolate milk.
Remember where Madison goes to school?
Baby carrots and raisins.
I learned it can be up to 40 minutes long.
It seems to work fairly well.
The assistant superintendent tells me how the district maximizes what Dr. Cohen called seated time, like assigning an entire classroom to the same table, forming multiple lunch lines, and instead of handling money, students type in a code.
What do you say to a parent who says 15, 20 minutes is not enough for my kid to eat?
We're completely open to a student remaining in the cafeteria and continuing to eat. We also sometimes can monitor what's going on with the student and help the student to be a little bit more efficient.
I remember always being in a hurry.
Dr. Hillary Merck is a 4th grade teacher turned classroom management professor at the University of Portland.
Recess definitely needs to be before lunch.
She's also against schools taking time from lunch as districts countrywide are pressured to increase instructional time. In North Clackamas, teachers added minutes by decreasing recess instead from 3 to 2 times a day.
But if kids don't have proper nutrition, we see conduct problems increase, we see academic performance decrease. And so it's counterproductive to thinking about stealing time from lunch to add it to the classroom if they're not given that proper nutrition.
How about for you today, Wyatt? Sugar Snap Peas?
In 2010, the president signed new healthier school lunch standards into law.
That's a great push, but they're often not choosing then the right option when they know they have such a limited amount of time.
You like the chocolate?
We get it.
But parents like Gayla Maldonado want to push school leaders to make lunchtime longer.
Oh, is that good?
Maybe then kids won't come to another fork in the road and have to take one of them hungry.
Let's work together and do it again so that it can benefit everyone, particularly the children. That's the focus right now, so that they can get what it is that they need.
And the other 6 area districts I interviewed say they are doing more to prioritize lunchtime, like eating in a classroom versus a cafeteria, to playing music to remind kids when lunch is almost over. It's important to note my questions were only for elementary schools, and you can read all of their answers in full right now on KOIN.com. And the more time kids are given to eat, the less food and ultimately less money everybody is throwing away.